Yo, you are officially rocking with the hostess with the mostest. This is Junae, and for this video, I'm talking about the new movie San Andreas. Yes, with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Can I just call him The Rock? I'm just gonna call him The Rock. So I went to go see that movie after seeing the terrible Mad Max. That movie was so bad to me. It was very dialogue heavy and just bad. But that's not what this is about. This is about San Andreas. It was a really good movie. It really drawed me in, but I do like those kind of disaster movies that makes you sound terrible and the scientific possibilities of it all. I really like San Andreas. It really did justice with the camera angles, and it was unrealistic. I'm not, there's no spoilers in here. I'm definitely not going to spoil it at all. But The Rock was who he was, the hero. And also with a lot of his movies, I've noticed that he's like divorced, which is disturbing. But yeah, he was divorced in this movie. He had a daughter. I forgot what the guy's name is, but I never take him serious in movies because I've never seen him in a serious movie. But there was this one part of it where he was just like, we all did our parts. And I'm like, half of y'all didn't do anything. You're trying to save San Andreas, I get it. But like, he was just, a seismologist, pretty sure that's what they're called, predicting the earthquakes and how they would, because there's always been that theory of how California is going to separate from the rest of the United States because of the fault lines and everything like that. So he was like, it's finally happening. We're seeing things in Nevada that's never been there before. There must be a fault line, blah, blah, blah. And so that's how that comes up, and all their science talk, and then there's this Asian Middle Eastern, like, journalist, and she was there in the beginning of the movie, too, and she was just kind of like, I don't know. They made her part really bigger than what it had to be. It was kind of almost like annoying. Like, all right, journalists, we get it. Haha, And it's so funny because I studied journalism, so I thought it was really weird how she was like, oh, if you don't want to talk about this now, you don't have to. That is absolutely not true. That is absolutely not true at all. If you're a journalist, you have to go up and ask people about their dead babies. Like, hey, how do you feel that your baby died? Oh, yeah, I know it just happened 10 minutes ago, but I got to get the story for the news. Thanks. So as a journalist, that kind of like offset me, and I didn't like it. Another part of the movie, in beginning, it turns out that, this girl is driving, and then like a rock slide happens, and that's the only part of it that looked fake. When she was tumbling down the mountain, it looked really CG. So, oh yeah. Okay, so at the beginning, when this girl is driving, she is like reaching for her water bottle, and then it's like, oh, okay, obviously she's gonna crash because she's on that winding road where the only thing that's separating her and like 1,000 feet of death is a iron fence. The iron fences, steel fence, whatever. So she's driving, she's reaching for this water, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's totally gonna crash off the side of this hill, right? And I'm allowed to say this because it's not a spoiler. I'm like, she's totally gonna crash off the side of this hill. And then, no, and then she gets a text message. I'm like, oh, texting and driving. She's totally going to die now, because there's no texting and driving. And then it turns out that, because they think that she's going to, like, crash into the other lane and then fall off the side of the cliff. And it's going to be something massive. And it's not, like, at all. It's a rock slide. And that's the part where it looks real CG. So if you go watch it, definitely watch out for that CG moment. And let me know if it was just me. And The Rock, was the hero, of course, and he was the fighter rescue team, and they had to, like, figure it out, how they were going to see each other again, all that stuff. They got separated because it's the end of the world. I didn't find myself rooting for The Rock at all because I knew that he was going to be the hero at the end of it. I've never seen a movie with The Rock and he's died or failed or anything like that. So at some point, some of it becomes predictable, and that was the point of me telling you that the girl crashed off the bridge because of the rock slide, not because of her texting. But it's not really predictable at some points because you're like, okay, this is cool, that's cool. I'm also glad to see that in movies nowadays. The English person isn't evil. You know how, like, you watch Disney movies, like Cruella de Vil is evil, Scar is evil, and they all have, like, that British accent. Yeah, this guy had a British accent, and he wasn't evil. And I'm like, well, that's good. I hope you guys enjoy it when you do go watch it, or however you're, gonna go see it if you're gonna wait a long time. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. All my social media information is in the description below. Go watch my other videos. So definitely, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.